What's up, guys? It's Dave Marshall with the RC Marshall YouTube channel, and today we are doing something a little bit different. Rather than looking at airplanes or receivers, we are going to be taking a look at the Axial SCX24. This is a 1/24 scale crawler. This is the 1967 Chevrolet C10 pickup body in silver. This thing is awesome. We're going to be taking a look at the specs. We're going to be taking a little deep dive on the bench, and then we're going to take it out in the backyard and give it a little rip. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you're always made aware when new videos are coming out on the channel. Now let's take a closer look at the Axial SCX24. All right, so we're taking a close-up look at the Axial SCX24 crawler. This is the 1967 Chevrolet C10 body. This one is in a silver color. They've also got several other varieties available. They've got a deadbolt, they've got a Jeep JLU in several colors, as well as the C10 body style. The included transmitter is very basic. It's your standard, trigger and wheel style transmitter. The wheel does have like a nice foam ring around it so you can get a good grip on there. I am pretty certain that this is not waterproof, so don't try to take it out in the rain when it's nice and soggy outside. Underneath our top cover here, we've got a few adjustments. We've got a steering dual rate. We've got reversers for channel 1 and channel 3. We've got a bind button, on-off switch, a steering trim, as well as a 3-position mode switch for your throttle, where you can turn your throttle from low, medium to high. From an ergonomic standpoint, it does feel good in the hands, and all the controls seem very responsive. The overall length of the body, it looks like it's about 215 millimeters. From the ground to the top of the roll bar is about 113 millimeters. And the wheelbase is about 135 millimeters axle to axle. We'll go ahead and flip this thing over, because one of the things that I was really surprised with was how well it's built, how much attention to detail went into the suspension. And let me go ahead and open up the body too so you guys can take a look at there. The body is on a hinge here on the rear, and on the front you've got 2 cotter pin clips with little rubber tags on them. They're very easy to remove. You just pull those out, and we can lift up the body on this rear hinge. So here we can see we've got the battery. It does come with a 350 milliamp hour 30C 2S LiPo pack. All right, so under the body, we can see over here we've got the motor. It's assembled and mounted onto a center mounted, what is like a transfer case. And the motor is attached up here to the speed control and receiver. Our frames that go along the sides are steel frames. For its size and weight, it's very sturdy, and I haven't had any issues with it at all. We've got coilover shocks all around. They are plastic, they're not filled, but you can see that we've got quite a bit of flex on the suspension. On the front here, with that body lifted, we can see the steering servo, which is mounted to the front axle, and it just allows that steering linkage to work well in this scale. Typically you wouldn't see that on a full scale truck, but for the RC, especially the smaller ones, because of the way that the steering linkages work and everything, it just works out a lot better to have the steering servo mounted to the axle. We can also see the wires coming down from our integrated speed control and receiver. We can see the wires coming down for the front headlights, which are integrated into the front bumper. Now, as we were saying before, we've got the center differential and transfer case. We've got full drive shafts that go to the front and rear suspension. This is a 4-wheel drive truck. On the suspension, we've got a 3-link articulating suspension. So it's a trailing link suspension with 3 links. The 1 link on the top there and the 2 here to that front axle. and it is a fully articulating suspension with a solid axle. And on the back, we've got a 4-link trailing link suspension with 2 links here on the bottom of the axle and 2 more on the top on either side of the drive shaft where it enters into the rear diff. The rear is a solid axle that is fully articulating on that 4-link suspension. The drive shafts are splined and sleeved, so as you articulate that suspension, both fully loaded and fully unloaded, I haven't experienced any issues with binding. So even though this is basically toy sized, it doesn't come with a lot of toy components, right? So inside here, we've got steel drive shafts, metal gears throughout. It's equipped with ball bearings throughout to give you a nice smooth operation. And overall, it's just built like a tank for its size. For the price and the size, they could have taken a lot of shortcuts, and they really didn't. They went all out and made this thing just a tough little beast. As you can see, I've got the battery reinstalled, and we are going to connect that to the red connector on the integrated receiver and speed control. That just plugs right in. And to get everything up and running, you just install some batteries in your transmitter. It's already bound up to the truck. We'll just turn the transmitter on using this little switch right here. You'll see that red LED light up, and then we will flip the switch on the side of the integrated ESC and receiver. We'll flip that on, close her up, put our body clips back in, and there you can see those lights. All right, now that we've got everything plugged in and ready to go, let's take a look at the steering. See, we have nice smooth steering. We can see that 4-wheel drive going. We're ready to take this thing out and give her a spin. Alright guys, so there's the deep dive on the Axial SCX24. This thing is awesome. It is available now on Horizon Hobby and at your local hobby shops. If you're interested in picking up an Axial SCX24, check the links down in the description. We've got some affiliate links down there where if you buy it, it offers us a small commission, and we certainly appreciate the support on the channel. There's also links for the RC Air Marshal merch store where you can pick up some of the best tees in RC, and also consider becoming a member of the channel. For as low as $1.99 a month, you can help support the channel, and we certainly appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next one.